regular meeting of June 10th and ask our clerk, Christian Sampson, to call the roll.
Councilwoman Deputy Supervisor Hunter.
Here.
Councilman Stein.
Here.
Councilman Ullman.
Here.
Councilman Friedman.
Here.
Supervisor St. Lawrence.
Here. I'd like to have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Deputy Supervisor Hunter.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, the first item on the agenda is the Town Attorney, our Town Attorney, Michael Klein.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, members of the Town Board. We have a number of agreements for approval by the Board. The first of these, 1A1 on the agenda, is for alcohol and drug testing services. This is a proposal submitted by Integra Health Corporate Solutions.
Moved by
Hunter.
Deputy Supervisor Hunter, seconded by
Second.
Councilman Friedman. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously.
To assist us in the disposition of surplus vehicles and equipment, we have a proposal by Auctions International for conducting online auction sales.
Moved by
Stein.
Councilman Stein, seconded by
Hunter.
Councilman Ullman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
The town has been advised that we've been awarded a $15,000 grant from the Division of Criminal Justice Services for New York State. This resolution authorizes the entry of an agreement to accept the grant.
Moved by Councilman Stein, seconded by Councilman Friedman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
The supervisor and the board have been in discussions with the Village of Spring Valley to lease the Spring Valley Municipal Pool since the village has been unable to do so themselves for this year and for last year. This agreement authorizes a lease of that pool for up to 30 years at a nominal fee, and this will be signed by the village as the landlord and the town as the tenant for purposes of operating the pool.
Moved by Councilman Ullman, seconded by Deputy Supervisor Hunter. The nominal fee would be $1 a year
$1 a year.
for 30 years. Okay.
Just a quick
Councilman
comment.
Friedman.
On behalf of the entire town, Mr. Supervisor, thanks for stepping up to the plate. All right.
Well, thank you. Councilman Ullman, did you want to make a
And
comment?
as a village resident, I'm looking forward to seeing the town icon on it because we know that it's like Coca-Cola. If it has the brand name, it's going to look the way it should look.
Thank you. Councilman Stein.
We have addressed property in any number of the villages for the betterment of those villages, including Chestnut Ridge, Hillburn, New Hempstead, Airmont, Montebello, Sloatsburg, Wesley Hills, and I think this is the right thing to do to assist the village of Spring Valley, which is right near another parcel that we purchased in the village of Spring Valley, the Cultural Arts Center.
Okay, moved, second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously.
There had been plans to develop property at 96 Conklin Road in unincorporated Ramapo as a housing development. The property is known as the Stryker property. The developer, after considerable applications to the board and discussions with the landowners and the adjacent landowners, decided to abandon that project. The town has since that time been under negotiations with the current landowner to purchase the approximately 74 acres of vacant property. The board previously adopted a negative declaration under SECA indicating that if the town purchases the property, there will be no significant adverse environmental impacts. The resolution before you tonight authorizes the entry into a contract to purchase the property on behalf of the town.
Moved by?
Stein.
Moved by Councilman Stein, seconded by?
Ullman.
Second.
It's seconded by Councilman Friedman. In my resolution, in the whereas clause, therefore clause, the resolve clause, property described for $8,095,000. That will be not the price that the town is paying, but that is the price, the value of the property, because the owners are, in our negotiation, are giving us a bargain sale. They're giving us a donation toward the purchase price, correct?
I think that's right in the resolution.
That's correct.
I just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah, the property has a reasonable value of over $8 million. Part of the negotiations with the landowner for the town to purchase it is that they will be gifting to the town an equity interest of approximately $1.705 million.
And we thank them for that. And okay, we have a mover, a second.
And for discussion.
Although on the discussion, Councilman.
I having actually been there last week, I think it was last week with Councilman Stein and one of the town attorneys who explained me, not only in depth, but way over depth, of the benefits and the area, and gave me a whole tour and a whole, I mean, we sat in the car for over an hour and a half just driving around looking at the benefits and everything, and
What
I
is
feel
it
very
charge?
comfortable with this purchase.
Great. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. Counsel?
One C on the agenda is a resolution which ratifies the settlement of a disciplinary matter brought against a town employee at the police department.
I'll move that.
Moved by Councilman Friedman, seconded by
Ullman.
Councilman Ullman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously.
Mr. Shedler, the assessor for the town, as well as my office, have 5 resolutions for your adoption this evening, all settling tax certiorari cases. The first of these, 1D1, involves property owned by Z&G LLC. This is the Sportorama property. Involves a settlement for tax years 2004 through 2009. Involves a tax refund of $827.94.
Moved by Deputy Supervisor Hunter, seconded by
Stein.
Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously. Counsel?
The next resolution involves property owned by Pearlmont Commons LLC. This is about 14 separate parcels and settles tax cases dealing with the years 2006 through 2009.
Moved by
Stein.
Councilman Stein, seconded by
I'll second.
Councilman Friedman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
The owner of an apartment building at 15 East Funston Avenue is 15 East Funston Avenue LLC. This tax certiorari settlement involves tax years 2004 through 2009 and involves refunds of $2,652.
Moved by
Hunter.
Deputy Supervisor Hunter, seconded by
Stein.
Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
Michael DeTillo is the owner of property at 166 Main Street in Spring Valley. This is a service gas station, and this is a tax settlement covering years 2000 through 2009. The cumulative refund for all those tax years based on the settlement is $1,554.36.
Moved by
Hunter.
Deputy Supervisor Hunter, seconded by
Stein.
Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
And finally, Pomona Professional Holding Company, Inc. is the owner of a professional building at 974 Route 45. This settlement is for the year 2007 and 2008 and involves a refund of town taxes of $497.66.
Moved by Councilman Friedman, seconded by
Stein.
Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
The next resolution grants the request by a town employee, Gatel Lefkowitz, for a leave of absence for up to 20 days. This is conditioned upon her first exhausting her unused vacation days and personal days.
Moved by
Hunter.
Deputy Supervisor Hunter, seconded by Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
We've received a proposal for the purchase of hand sanitizers from Biodefense Solutions. This resolution accepts that proposal.
Moved by
Stein.
Councilman Stein, seconded by
Controversial. I'll do that.
Councilman Friedman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
One eye on the agenda declares as surplus property to be auctioned a 2003 black Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
Do we know how many miles are on it?
3,500.
Okay, and people can go online to get the information to bid on that.
Melissa wants that.
Okay, we're declaring this a surplus vehicle. Moved by
Stein.
Councilman Stein, seconded by
Hunter.
Deputy Supervisor Hunter. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
And,
Go to it.
And finally, we have the settlement of a sewer backup claim involving property at 32 Giroux Avenue in Spring Valley. This involves a damage claim of $3,110 and the installation of a check valve for $1,900.
Moved by
Hunter.
Deputy Supervisor Hunter, seconded by
Aye.
Councilman Friedman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
For some time now, the town has been in discussions with Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of New York, which purchased property, 248 acres in western Ramapo. Watchtower has offered to enter into a community benefit agreement with the town, by which the town will receive payments for a 5-year period. This resolution authorizes the town to enter into a community benefit agreement.
Moved by
Stein.
Councilman Stein, second by Councilman Freeman. I would like to note,
Discussion?
No, correction.
I just would like to
The word direct.
note that, Council, you said 248 acres. That was the original Lauderdale project. There originally, as part of that, I believe the work of Councilman Stein, we were able to get 44 other acres that were deeded to the property. So it was really 292
We have,
originally.
We have parkland for another separate 50 acres, approximately
Okay.
50 acres.
Great. And, yes, Councilman
I'm
Friedman.
sorry, I mean, this is basically a nice gesture on their part. In essence, it's a win-win situation for the town. They're before the Assessment Board of Review. If they are successful, this becomes very important to the town. If they're unsuccessful, they will pay their taxes, and we still get revenue.
Right.
So there's no complaint with this.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. Council.
And finally,
Excuse me. The
Yes.
resolution should reflect that there is a community benefit agreement that is part and parcel of it.
Yes. And that language on the second page should be changed to an annual community benefit for a term of 5 years. Correct?
that's correct.
Where are you?
Okay. Page 2, line 1, 2, 3, 4.
And what should that say?
It should say, it should say annual community benefit fee for a term of 5 years.
And then keep the
And cross
rest.
out the, yeah, that's it. Okay, we vote on that, Chris? Okay. Council?
And finally, 1L on the agenda is a resolution authorizing the town as the municipal sponsor of a grant application to be filed with the U.S. Department of Transportation in the amount of $209,000. This is to Friends of Rockland, Inc. for the purpose of a transportation safety field command vehicle.
Moved by Councilman Ullman, second by Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. The next item on the agenda is personnel. It's the appointment of a permanent code enforcement officer. That's Peter Muzzy, who is presently occupying that position. Moved by Councilman Friedman, seconded by
Stein.
Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. And 2B is the appointment of a custodial worker in Parks and Recreation, and that person's name is
Jose Flores.
Jose Flores. Moved by
Stein.
Deputy Supervisor Hunter, seconded by Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. Next item is Finance. 3A is an amendment to the 2009 town budget, receipt of the New York State STEP grant. Moved by Deputy Supervisor Hunter, seconded by
Stein.
Councilman Stein. It's an amount of $2,574.88. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. Item 3A2 is receipt of funds from New York State Buckle Up Grant, in the amount of $8,944.72. Moved by
Stein.
Councilman Stein, seconded by
Hunter.
Deputy Supervisor Hunter. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. And the item 5 is the setting of our meeting dates in July and August. Our meetings will be on the first Monday and Wednesday of July and August. And
You have a budget transfer?
Yeah, 3A3.
No, that was taken off the agenda.
that's off the,
Was
yeah,
it? I'm sorry.
yep.
Thank you.
Good catch, though.
Actually, Mr. Suva, I think we should use the exact date.
Let's use the dates. July,
We're keeping, the resolution does not reflect this, we're keeping the Monday, July 6th workshop at 8 p.m. and the Wednesday, July 8th town board meeting at 8 p.m. And in August, we're keeping the Monday, August 10th workshop at 8 p.m. and the Wednesday, August 12th town board meeting at 8 p.m. And the resolution reflects that we're canceling the Monday, July 20 workshop, the Wednesday, July 22nd meeting, the Monday, August 24 workshop, the Wednesday, August 26th meeting, with the understanding, as always, that we would have a special meeting when they're required.
okay, that's a motion by Councilman Stein, seconded by
Second.
Councilman Friedman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. Do we have some new business, Council?
We have one resolution, like it's 6A on the agenda. This would be a memorializing resolution opposing State Senate Bill S-1706A, which would change the assessment mechanism for co-ops and condominiums to the disadvantage of co-op and condominium owners.
That's moved by Councilman Friedman.
Thank you.
And I'm going to recognize him in a second. And it's seconded by Councilman Ullman. And all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. Councilman Friedman.
Yeah, I'm not going to go over this, what I discussed at workshop, and Mr. Klein put it quite succinctly. This only applies right now, as the supervisor pointed out, to Westchester. Only knowing how the legislature works, there's a strong possibility that it will move across the river. All right? A couple of years ago, the legislature tried to assess condominiums and co-ops at full market value. In essence, this is a backdoor attempt at the same thing. And, you know, we got to be very diligent, and I think condominium and co-op owners, presidents of the associations should be kept aware, and I believe the supervisor wanted to get a meeting together of various leaders to orientate them on what this bill is all about. And I think this resolution of intent is very critical.
We hope to have a meeting next week with Senator Morahan and some of the experts in this field, along with our Assessor Scott Shedler, and we will open that up to the public and to the condominium and co-op presidents as well to get this information out.
Can we get a note in our box a little bit before?
Yes, I'll give you, as soon as we get some dates that are good for the senator and for everyone involved. Okay, we've moved and seconded it, we voted on it.
Not yet.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. At this time, we have public participation. Anyone in the public who would like to speak? Yes, sir. Come right up. Come right up to the mic and state your name. Good night, Robert.
Thank you. My name is Craig Applebaum. I've been a Ramapo resident my whole life. I am also the president of Crystal Clear Pools. Want to just ask where this board was currently at as far as hiring a contractor for the work that needs to be done at the village pool in Spring Valley, as you had discussed, and also make myself available if you had any questions regarding the work that needs to be done.
We appreciate you submitting and evaluating the pool and making an application, and we have three applications that are coming before us. When we get all three of them, if we need to reach out to you for any clarification on yours, we'll be doing that, and then we'll be making a decision as we go forward. All right?
Yes.
And I have all of your information, and
I'm aware.
I appreciate all that you've done, and whether it's this project or any other project, we know that we like to use local talent, and we know you have a great reputation.
Well, thank you.
So,
and I
thank
do
you.
want to make sure, I know you've been on the line a little bit here with July 4th coming, and we want to make that happen for you, so I know time's of
Can
the
I have the
essence.
last name again, sir?
Applebaum, Appelbaum.
And you represent
Crystal Clear Pools.
Crystal Clear Pools. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
If
Okay.
you sat here earlier, which you did, you know that we do not, as yet, have a signed lease with the Village of Spring Valley.
Oh, I understand that,
yeah,
based
yeah.
on where you were now. I
Yeah.
just didn't know, I was told that it'd be maybe in everybody's best interest if I was here in case there was anything that needed to be brought up, so I want to make myself available.
That was good
Thank you
thinking.
very much. Thank you very much. Motion to close the public participation?
Move.
Moved by Deputy Supervisor Hunter, seconded by
Stein.
Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries unanimously. Any council member comments?
Yes.
Deputy Supervisor Hunter.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. It has come to a close, and I'm referring to the Spring Classic Film Festival. So we started back in April, and our last film will be shown this coming Saturday, and it's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And of course, this is starring Paul Newman, Robert Redford, and Catherine Ross. I hope you have enjoyed the series that we have offered this year. The price is still the same, free to town residents and those seniors, that is, and those from outside the town. It's only $6. We've had some good films this year, and I sincerely hope that you were able to attend some of them. And of course, we are looking forward to what we will be able to offer you in the fall when we start again in September. And as I've said before, this has all been because of the supervisor, Christopher P. St. Lawrence, and your town board. So again, I hope you have enjoyed what we have offered, and we look forward to seeing you in September. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, Mr. Supervisor,
Yes.
I just, we had our annual Ramapo Town Fair this past Sunday, June 7th, at the Jean Levy Park from 1 to 4. Michelle Antosca and the Parks and Rec employees and the Police Department did a great job in keeping everything organized and moving. There were hundreds of children, hundreds of adults who had a great afternoon. The weather was perfect, and everybody had a great time. So I thank you to Michelle, Parks Department, the employees that were there, and the police that were there.
Thank you. The supervisor's comments, I just want to remind everybody that tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, right here in this town hall, in this council room, we will be having a special hearing from the Public Service Commission. The administrative law judge will be here on, this is on the Orange and Rockland gas rate hike that they are proposing. We want everyone to come down and to speak. You will be on the record. You will be also, if you can't make it in person, you'll be able to phone in at 357-5100. You'll be able to come in on the internet and ask questions. But if we really would like people to come down in person and make their presence known to the judge will then be taking all of those comments and be submitting them to the Public Service Commission themselves. And that is going to be at 8 o'clock right here tomorrow night in this town hall. And again, if you can't make it, you can watch it on Channel 78, our regular channel, on Cablevision. You can watch it on Channel 32 on Verizon. And you'll also be able to watch it on Channel 12 on Cablevision. They will be having a special broadcast, gavel to gavel, on Channel 12. So tune in or come on down in person and be part of getting your comments on the record. As you may or may not know, this town has been the only town that has consistently been intervening against these cases. We intervened against United Water and we were successful. We intervened against Orange and Rockland against their electric rate hike and we were successful, and we hope to be successful in this case as well. We were the only municipality in this case that intervened. Because of that and because of this town board fighting to get heard at the Public Service Commission, we are part of the negotiations that are presently going on with the Public Service Commission in Orange and Rockland, and we demanded to have a public hearing where the residents in the service area that are going to be affected by this increase would be able to be heard. And so please come on out tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Councilman Stein.
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, while the town of Ramapo is the only town, is the only municipality that intervened in all of those cases, it is you, singularly, who made the effort, addressed these cases, and ensured that we actually had the public hearing live that's going to take place tomorrow night. Without your efforts, singularly, tomorrow night's hearing would never have taken place, and there would have been no live record, only written submissions.
I also recall the venue involving the St. Lawrence Center in terms of the FAA with the airplanes, where else could open up to over 1,000 people. Okay.
Well, I think that this town and this town board has been very much proactive. We were successful again also in fighting the Article 10 process in the power plants that wanted to be put into the Torrent Valley, which was historic. And instead of power plants there, this town board has now gone in and purchased all of that property and has built a beautiful recreation center. So with that, I would ask for a motion to adjourn. Moved by Councilman Friedman, seconded by
Stein.
Councilman Stein. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all very much.
See, Fran?